Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
A 2nd and 10 on a chilly, snowy December day, and I must say, I'm loving it. Kind of putting me in the holiday spirit. Charles hates it. And he's giving me the evil eye, folks. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. He gets this to Davante Adams. Touchdown, Packers! Davante Adams. His 6th touchdown of the season, and the Packers have taken the early lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. This will make it into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. First carry for Raheem Mostert. And he's going to lose yardage here, back to his own 18. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. That's complete. It's Kyle Juszczyk.
Pass.
7 yards on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. Garoppolo to Ayuk. 1st down, 49ers.
San Francisco.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Garoppolo now. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
It's a gain of 20.
An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
1st down.
Here we go. By 20. Check. 2 times. 12, fellas. Here we go.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. For the Packers and Niners, this, of course, a rematch of the NFC Championship game from a year ago. And that game belonged to the 49ers. You might remember Raheem Mostert, boy, he really made a name for himself in that one. 220 yards on the ground, 4 touchdown runs in the 37-20 victory that sent the 49ers to Miami. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Garoppolo. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
First down.
How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
25 yards, the pickup there, and also a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily...
A trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jackson. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the shotgun, a give to Jones.
Aaron Jones.
They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football.
3rd down.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
Love with it here, 3rd and short yardage. Looking for the end zone. 4th down now as San Fran's defense was strong in coverage.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. Well, the field goal obviously a little dicier here with the elements in the snow, but still right on the border of field goal range. But they're going to go for it. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. He needed less than a foot. He didn't get a whole lot more than that, but he did get the first down.
Well, he and his offensive line created enough push where if he was able to just fall forward as he was able to there, that would pick up the first down. As you noted, didn't need a whole lot, didn't get much more than that.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Back at the 30-yard line.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Packers 7, 49ers nothing.
Behind the chains, 2nd and 13. Love this time is going to set up to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. Third down here.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Mike, 56, right there, 56.
Third and long for Love. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And they're going to stop him short of the first down as he's tackled at about the 21. They stopped him shy of the marker, thought they were bringing up fourth down, and then that penalty.
Let's face it, they thought they had bent, but could absorb that, right? Instead, they broke as a result of their own penalty.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Love going to give this one to Jones. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Firing quickly out wide is Love. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Devontae Adams with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. Extra point try now for Crosby. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Packers 14, 49ers nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
3rd and 7.
Let's get it.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7.
Let's get off the field. Let's 57.
Love looking to throw it. 4th down now as San Fran's defense is strong in coverage.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
At their own 20-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
On 2nd down, Mostert. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run it here. This is James White. And he'll be tackled at about the 35.
The ball carrier.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the 1st down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
A couple of 1st downs, has the football position at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. And he fires one incomplete. Brandon Ayuk, the one he was looking for. That'll bring up 2nd down.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. That's caught by his running back, Raheem Mostert. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
And it's 3rd down.
This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 42. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
A gain of 13.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the 1st half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. And that'll be incomplete. 2 minutes. Remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. They're trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
Now a first down carry by Jones. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Love now on 2nd down. Looking deep for Adams. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Incomplete.
Definitely worth taking another deep shot here. He's already found the end zone twice here in the first half.
Yeah, go back to that same well. They've had trouble containing him, but able to contain him on that play. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Love now. Eluding the pressure right. There goes a deep ball. End zone. 4th down now as San Fran's defense was strong in coverage.
Intended for Devontae.
Scramble drill there, partner. Some teams have some pretty good rules for it. Others are just saying make sure you work your way back into the sight lines of your quarterback, even if you take the play deep. And that's what they attempted to do on that one. Unable to connect.
Makes the score.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
At their own 31-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the most? And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The safety, Adrian Amos, comes crashing in for the sack.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. 3 yards on the pickup there, and they've got it back to 3rd and 10.
3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Not too many breaks ahead according to the radar. More snow on the horizon as we are back underway in half number 2. This will make it into the end zone. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe comp.
There he goes, right side. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there for the Niners. 75 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already... And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. The 40, 30, 10, and into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown.
Packers.
This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Oh, how about this? No good. Just his second miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him and they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Touchdown, 49ers! Raheem Mostert, his sixth touchdown of the season. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
That throw by Young incomplete.
49ers 6. Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough. Now a second down throw for Love here. He's going to air one out. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Here's Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Packers add on to their lead. And that stretches the lead to 27.
Makes the score Packers 33, 49ers 6.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Christian Kirksey gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. A rookie QB struggling, gets thrown down to the ground there. But, you know, maybe this game, it's not over yet, but maybe this game can be a learning experience for him.
So many different things that he has to pick up on. When to go ahead and flush from the pocket and run. When to get rid of the football, not take the sack. When to just go ahead and go down early and make sure you don't fumble the football. So many things that he has to learn. This game starts the process.
They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Touchdown,